the order they picked in, and the curveball with the Amar Brewmaster has been working really, really well this game. So, order they picked in, and the curveball with the Amar Brewmaster has been working really, really well this game. So, great stuff from them.
Tundra.
Oh, bad. It puts a stop to Kazani's escape. Tomorrow will manage to play through and TP out himself. Kazani's going down.
Ring was hoping to get a secondary bash over there on the jug. If he would have got that right after proccing bash and then fighting into a butterfly, honestly, they might have called GG.
They're going to try and get the burst through the light stealer with the Soulcade Cat. A big catch here for Tundra. Currently playing 21k down. They get the kill. Steeder's gone, snaking as well. Maori's going to try and see what he can do pretty much on his own against the four of them. He's buying time for the remaining Falcons to turn up here. Amar and Crit are here to fight as well. The Sprout, hold back Amar for now. Tomato is falling very low mana, almost completely out. Jump forward from Maori. Even with two dead, Falcons might still be able to make something happen here. The swashbuckle out of the two of them, but the Sprout's back up. Maori, he's going to opt for the TP out. He's got no further place to play in this team fight. He's away. And Tomato does stay alive. Despite being out of mana, they couldn't get the damage done. The evasion from the butterfly definitely helping out to make sure that Amar on his own can't deal with the Juggernaut. The Tundra, keeping things alive here.
It's quite telling that Falcons feel like they can fight there, right? It really shows you how they interpret the game state. They have a dead carry and a dead position 5, and they still wanted to run in and fight in 3-on-5 with the rest of the stuff they had.
And they still want to. We'll see Falcons now starting to come in with the respawns. They get the Washbuckle bash onto Immersion. They'll turn around with the Sprout, but Crit should be able to come in and make sure he picks up a Desto stack. BKB also done now for Crit. Amar, 25 seconds until splits back up. So incredibly beefy to go on, not really a target that Tundra's going to be able to take down anytime soon. Amar's free to walk wherever he wants.
Those were basically, let's keep in mind, those were basically the perfect conditions for Tundra, right? They found Lifestealer alone, so they got an Omni Slash on him. Jugger had DD, and they got Reaper off. So all those conditions combined allowed them to kill the Lifestealer. When those spells are on cooldown, they can't kill Lifestealer or Brewer, right? If they don't have Omni and they don't have Reaper, I think Tundra should be happy with what they got there and try to set up similar conditions once again. And maybe there's a world where they could do it on the Brewmaster instead of the Lifestealer, because I think that's easier to execute, because you're going to at least catch the Brewmaster with your setup and your stuns, and then maybe try to burst him down, and then deal with the Lifestealer down the stretch. Especially now, when he's getting an Aegis. You're not killing him twice. I just don't see it, so. Time for plan C, you can call it that, maybe plan F for Tundra. Going straight down, quite far down the list of how they would have liked this to go. Let's see. Is there anything on the docket that could change things? So Kunkka's working on a Hex, which is very far away. Necropho's just been very quiet. Still only has the Heart Travels, just nothing really.
BKB
Something coming out that will help. It's an item that you kind of have to buy because it's the only way you solve Nullifier, but it never feels good having to buy BKB's second item on Necrophos. Because sure, you might be able to stay alive, but are you going to be able to use it offensively, or are you just buying time to then eventually still get killed off when it runs out, is the question here. But I do think it was the best possible item Brawl could buy, so I agree with the choice. It's just, it's like the lesser evil, basically.
They're going to try and go again here, Tundra. Smoke up. Eyes on Amar. Do they want to see if they can burst through this brew? They'll try. Who's going to open things up? And they got the damage time comes in. Torn as well, they've done it. They're taking out Amar. See what subsequently happens though, because Falcons, they're still tempted to fight back 4 versus 5 here. They take out Whitemon. See what more they can find. Steeder in over towards Brawl. Brawl pots the BKB, will get away. Immersion will not be as lucky. He'll fall. They'll turn. Tomatoes attempting to fight back. They'll buy back with Immersion. Tundra, they know that this is potentially their chance to take even more here. As Steeder gets pulled back by the tidal wave. Snaking focus down. Tomato, he's got the triple. He's over towards Steeder. Steeder with a rage, attempting to man fight against Tomato, but he'll lose it to once. He's lost the Aegis. Tundra, they're setting up for round 2. Tomato in onto Steeder. Have they got the control here to deal with his life stealers? Steeder jumps in towards Marine, but the X-Mark perfectly done so. Over towards Marine, but it won't be able to drag him back, in fact.
I think it was on the Lifestealer, but the...
Oh, it was on the Lifestealer, right?
Yeah, the visual of it follows the Pango, but he doesn't get pulled out.
So maybe if he'd gone for the Pango, might have been able to have a chance there. So
that would have
unfortunate.
been a next level play anticipating that.
And that's what I expected, you know.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
I think maybe Malrine. First of all, Malrine there knows the X isn't on him, and if he knows that it is, there was still potential roll-up dodge. So that wasn't even a guaranteed catch, but honestly, really well played by Tundra there, right? This is what we're talking about.
They're taking down these big targets.
I think what you need to do as Falcons now is you just need to not offer up either Brew or Lifestealer standing on their lonesome. I think if you protect these heroes with a little bit more, even if they're just next to each other, I think they both live, right? They just need to split the Omni Slash and then get a little bit of help from a Grimstroke dispel, and they're probably fine.
Yep.
But yeah, a couple of good finds for Tundra, at least keeping the game alive here. They didn't really gain much in the way of net worth, but you gotta consider with the conditions that they had and that they were fighting into Aegis, that is pretty much as good as it's gonna get there. Getting the Brew kill, getting the Aegis out of the hands of Skitter opens up for another possibility to maybe pull off the same play again.
Skitter, it's going to be a little harder to control now. He's got the, something you don't see all the time, but obviously against what the Prophet, reasons to get the Hurricane Pike on yourself, so you have a way to deal with the Sprout in the later stages.
It's one of those Reddit threads, you know, with guess the hero, and then you post this item build. It's,
you need something, right? You don't want to be sprouted 36 minutes into a game. And whether it's going to be sort of that or the Battle Fury, it's the Hurricane Pike.
oh boy.
Now, straight in onto Brawl. This time it's Falcon's turn to try and burst through someone. Brawl, he's able to the BKB up though. He'll actually manage to back off for now. Marine dealing with both Whitemon and Tomato, comes crashing across with the Rolling Thunder. Brawl, he's going to head back over to see if he can help out Tomato. Tomato, see if he can get a chance to stand here. There's the Tornado coming out over towards the split. Tomato, he'll deal with some of the split from Amar, but the split now comes to an end. Amar and Skeeter, they're trying for Kasani, but Kasani Ogre Seals over to the side, continues to kite out Skeeter, pushing him back with the tidal wave. Kasani's able to TP out of this one. Tomato, been caught by the Phantom's Embrace, and now left on his own. Tomato, no hope for him this time round. As he goes down, Falcons will take the fight.
Buybacks.
1,700 gold short on it here for Tomato. 1k gold short on it here for Brawl. They did spend up. And they'll call it. GG is called. Falcons will take game one. And for the most part, pretty convincingly. A couple of moments where Tundra were able to punch back, but at the end of the day, they were playing from very, very far behind Sin.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one to run back when you think about it, because we were talking about Tundra and the Nature's Prophet needing to get stuff done early, didn't really successfully do it for the first